right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our first meeting of the year. It's nice to have everybody. I'm going to read the statement of compliance. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Publics Meeting Act, and adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required by law. Specifically, the annual notice was emailed to the West Essex Tribune and Star-Ledger on January 3rd, 2025, and a 48-hour notice was emailed to the West Essex Tribune and Star-Ledger on January 8th, 2025. The agenda and resolutions for this meetings are available at www.livingstonnj.org. Certain portions of the meeting may be closed to the public for the purpose of personnel and/or matters as outlined in the Sunshine Law. Decisions made and/or discussed in closed sessions will be made known to the public at a later time. Notice to the members of the governing body and township staff: any use of electronic devices during this meeting shall be used solely for the purpose of township business, and any communications are subject to the Open Public Records Act. To the extent possible, this evening's Township of Livingston Council meeting will be live streamed via Facebook at facebook.com/Livingston Township NJ. Questions or comments will be accepted by emailing livcomments by livingstonnj.org by 4 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Each speaker should follow the rules of order in Livingston Code 2-15.3. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Here.
Baptani.
Here.
Vieira.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Klein.
Here.
Mayor Meinhardt.
I am here. We're going to rise for a moment of silence before the pledge. As we rise this evening, we think of certainly all of the people on the West Coast in LA and surrounding areas who have been affected by these horrible fires, loss of life, and a lot of loss of damage as well. And we certainly think and pray for them and their families. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I do not see Eileen Fishman from the county with any updates. Sean doesn't see it either, because he's the eye doctor. Yeah, he's the eye doctor. Sean doesn't see it. It's fine. Okay. So that being said, we will go to the presentations. We have the LCA talking about the Livingston Chinese Culture Day. So the microphone and the floor is all of yours. Whoever would like to speak, it's up. You have the floor. There's a microphone over. Yeah, there's a microphone right over here on the other side. Yeah, you can come inside.
Turn it down. Hello. Yeah. Got it.
Stand here.
Yeah, let's be here.
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor Meinhardt, Councilman, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xiaoshan He, and I'm the president of Livingston Chinese Association.
And my name is Hong Yuan. I'm the chairwoman of the Livingston Chinese Association.
We are here, honored to be here to share with you the story of the Livingston Chinese Culture Day, LCCD.
As far as we know, the first immigrant family with Chinese heritage settled in Livingston about 70 years ago. Today, there are more than 1,500 Chinese families or families with Chinese heritage call this beautiful town our home.
The Chinese New Year is the most important holiday for people of Chinese heritage. In 2002, the Livingston Chinese community came together to organize the very first Livingston Chinese Culture Day. This year marks our 23rd LCCD celebration. A testament to our community is dedication to preserving and sharing our rich culture and traditions.
23rd, yeah. Each year, the four pillar organizations of the Livingston Chinese community join forces with the Livingston High School Chinese language program to proudly showcase our heritage. Those pillar organizations are, thank you, the the Livingston High School Chinese language program. We have Mrs. Tsai with us. Would you stand? Thank you. The Livingston Christian Church, we have Mr. Youjun Liu with us. Thank you. The Livingston Chinese School that teaches the traditional Chinese strokes, we have former principal Mrs. Shi Liang here. Thank you. And we have the Chinese Huaxia Chinese School that teaches simplified Chinese strokes. We have Principal Dan Wang and Mrs. Maggie Song with us tonight. Thank you. Mrs. Maggie will be our hostess at the event. And last but not least, our Chinese Livingston Chinese Association. We have a board member Fang Gong and Gloria He with us. Thank you. And also we have our lifetime honorable board member, George, with us. Yes. And we have our distinguished musician, Miss Yang Jing, with us. And I'm sure some of you have already saw her performance in our mid-autumn festival concert.
This wonderful culture event would not be possible without the wholehearted support of the Livingston community. From the town council and the Board of Education to the fire department, police department, first responders, and countless the other organizations. Your unwavering support has made every LCCD a success. For this, we are deeply grateful.
This year, we are thrilled to announce a significant milestone. For the first time, our celebration will be open to the entire Livingston community. The event will take place on Saturday, February the 1st at the Livingston High School Wellness and Fitness Center. We warmly invite everyone to join us as we welcome the Year of the Snake with joy, unity, and cultural pride.
The 2025 Livingston Chinese Culture Day offers an exciting lineup of activities for all ages, bring our community together to celebrate Chinese culture.
Beginning in the afternoon, we will host Miao Hui, that's Chinese, for cultural fair, from 1:30 to 5:30 at the High School Fitness and Wellness Center. The fair is free to attend and features traditional Chinese arts and crafts, delicious treats like sugar paintings, candied fruit, roasted nuts, and milk tea. There will be children's activities, including an inflatable castle and fun games with free prizes. We also have handmade goods and cultural souvenirs available for purchase.
Around 3:30, enjoy captivating performances, including traditional dances, line dances, martial arts, Chinese instrumental music, and vocal performances. And also, we are bringing some mesmerizing 变脸, face-changing performance. And also, there will be speeches by special guests around 4 p.m., followed by a ribbon-cutting ceremony. We extend our gratitude to Assemblywoman Rosie Bagoli and other council members for their attendance and support.
Starting at 2 p.m., food trucks and snack tables will be on site, offering a wide variety of meals and treats for attendees. We encourage everyone to bring cash, although some of them will accept credit card payments or online payments.
Another highlight of the day will be the evening gala performance held in the Livingston High School auditorium from 6:30 to 8:30.
This carefully curated program invites the entire Livingston community to immerse themselves in brilliant traditions and artistry of Chinese culture. Together, let's celebrate the Year of the Snake with joy and unity.
We would like to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported our LCCD over the years. Your encouragement and participation have made this event a cherished tradition in our community.
Thank you to all of you for joining us tonight and for your continued support. We hope to see you on February 1st, 2025 at Livingston High School. Let's celebrate the Year of Snake together and make this year's Livingston Chinese Culture Day unforgettable. Thank you.
So I'd like to thank everyone for coming and for certainly the lovely explanation and description of the events, and obviously wish you a very successful event. We'll take a picture in a second. Yeah, we'll take a picture with everybody. Just personally, I think I had written to Fang that I am out of town that weekend with my wife. I will not be able to make it. I'm leaving on Wednesday. I know Deputy Mayor Klein and Councilman Vieira and Councilman Anthony and Councilman Butani will be representing me. So if I don't have a chance to, before that, I want to wish everybody a Kung Hei Fat Choi. It's an early Kung Hei Fat Choi, I know that, but I won't be there on the 1st, so I want to wish everybody that as well. And I also just wanted to thank you very much, because you have opened up your culture and your schools to the community as well. And so that's really what Livingston is all about. We talk about this very, very often here from the dais and at meetings everywhere we go, the diversity that we have of cultures here in this town. And personally, I love learning from all the cultures and diversities that we have. And so we really want to thank you for bringing this to our town and to being so all over the town, just being very present, I should say, in all the activities as well. So thank you very much. I think if it's okay with you, we'd like to take a picture with all of you so we can put, I know the Tribune's here. I'll take a picture with everybody. All right, thank you very much. So Eileen Fishman, Eileen, we had a vote, even though you're a couple of minutes after your thing, we had a vote, and you still won, so we'd love to hear from you. And a happy and a healthy New Year, Eileen, to you and your family.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of you. I was at your swearing in, and it was really very lovely. Thank you for inviting me. On behalf of Joe D., our county exec, or Joseph DiVincenzo, our county executive, I'm here to give you some information about what's going on around the county. Due to the continuing cold weather, Code Blue has been extended until the 18th of January at 8 a.m. The nighttime hours are considered 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. for anyone who needs that service. We're having deer management program again, starting at South Mount Reservation, starting on Tuesdays, tomorrow actually, January 14th, and then every Tuesday thereafter for the next 3 weeks after tomorrow, through the 4th of February. And then at the Hilltop on Thursdays, it began on the 9th, the 16th, and then going through the 27th of February. The Essex County Environmental Center offers a variety of programs during the winter, and for more information, you should call 973-228-8776. And finally, I believe we have the 19th annual Project Homeless Connect, and this is a great program where people come in and have health screenings, giveaways, haircuts, public assistance, and every area from every department or division from the county is there, plus other services, so that they can avail themselves of services that they need. It really is a wonderful event. If you if you happen to have a moment to stop by, it's from 10 to 2 at the Essex County College Gymnasium. It's amazing, the kinds of things they do at that day. And that's it for me. So Happy New Year again, and healthy.
Thanks, Eileen, always good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you as well.
Okay, moving on.
I'd like to move the approval of the minutes, Mayor.
You got to read all the dates, or you don't have to read the dates, it's fine with me. Which of the, you got to read all of them, the dates.
The December 18th, 2024 regular and conference meeting minutes, December 18th, 2024 closed session meeting minutes, December 30th, 2024 special meeting minutes, December 30th, 2024 closed session special meeting minutes, and January 1st, 2025 reorganization meeting minutes.
Okay.
All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Before we get to the next part, just one bit of housekeeping before we get to the public comment. For the record, we, under the consent agenda, Resolution 25-073 will be pulled this evening and not read.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to open public comment on agenda items only.
All in favor?
Yes.
Okay. Meeting is now open for comment on agenda items only.
Jennifer Kessler, 44 Baker Road. Are we able to ask questions about the earlier conference meeting during this time, or, because it was on the agenda?
There'll be another public session. It should be on this agenda for this meeting.
It is, it's from the conference meeting, so isn't
No,
that
for the-
technically part of
No,
this?
no.
Okay, then I'll come back.
Can I have a motion to close?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. Moving on, we have no final hearings, so we have two for introduction. So Carolyn, would you please read ordinance 21-2025?
This is ordinance 1-2025, amending Chapter 162, lead testing inspections for rental dwellings.
I'll move the ordinance.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Anthony?
Yes.
Baptani?
Yes.
Viera?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Klein?
Yes.
Mayor Meinhardt?
Yes.
And Mayor, this is scheduled to have its hearing at the Monday, January 27th, 2025 meeting.
Okay, thank you. Can we read ordinance 02-2025, please?
Ordinance 2-2025, amending Chapter 170-104.4, the R-5I Residence District of the Code of the Township of Livingston.
I'll move it on first reading.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Maybe a quick question. How about just a quick summary introductions? Barry, if you don't mind helping us out with the reading of it.
Yeah, the R5I Residence District is Parkview over off Eisenhower, and this amendment would permit them to have an on-site superintendent apartment in the facility above the maintenance garage, whereas currently, I think it is in their best interest to have 24/7 access, so that's what that would do.
This will still require planning board review? Yeah.
So this will be planning board review,
Yeah, so
yes.
just so everybody knows, we'll be voting to introduce for a public hearing and to refer to the planning board.
Thank you.
Any other discussion, questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Yes.
Reptani.
Yes.
Viera.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Klein.
Yes.
Mayor Meinhardt.
Yes.
And this one will have its scheduled hearing on Monday, February 10th, 2025.
All right, thank you. We'll go down to the consent agenda. All matters listed with asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence under the agenda as part of the general orders. We will be pulling for a separate vote Resolution 25-072, and as I had mentioned earlier, 25073 will be pulled this evening. Any other ones that they would like to be read separately?
I'm good.
That being read, will you please read all of them except for 25-072 and 073?
Thank you, Mayor. This is Resolution 25-060, authorizing filing of Essex County Division of Housing and Community Blank Grant, also known as CDBG 2025 application. Resolution 25-061, appointment to Planning Board. Resolution 25-062, appointments to 4th of July Committee. Resolution 25-063, alcoholic beverages in designated public places. Resolution 25-064, authorizing the award of a contract to Samuel Klein and Company. Resolution 25-065, authorizing the award of a contract to McManaman, Scotland and Bauman LLC, Special Counsel. Resolution 25-066, authorizing the approval of change order number 1 with Christopher P. Statile, PA. Resolution 25-067, authorizing purchases under Morris County Cooperative Pricing System. Resolution 25-068, authorizing purchases under Somerset County Cooperative Pricing System. Resolution 25-069, adopting procurement card policies and procedures. Resolution 25-070, establishing technical review fees for commercial applicants and minor and major residential subdivision and site plan applicants. Resolution 25-071, New Jersey DEP Green Acres Program, enabling resolution for supplemental funding request.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolutions remaining on the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? No, roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Yes.
Reptani.
Yes.
Viera.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Klein.
Yes.
Mayor Meinhardt.
Yes. Will you please read Resolution 25-072?
Resolution 25-072, approving and authorizing the execution of a funding agreement with Freedman Route 10 LLC for redevelopment activities on Block 101, Lots 3 and 4.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-072.
Are we doing the discussions? I have a couple of questions. Are we- how are we
After
doing
a
that?
second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Okay, so, Barry, I think this goes back to several years, right? Can we have, first of all, let's have a summary of where we are.
Sure.
What's this about, and then I have a couple of questions.
Yes, so the property comprising Block 101, Lots 3 and 4 is kind of commonly known as the old Lexus site. It's been vacant for quite some time. It was part of a larger area designation where that and a number of other properties in the area were designated under the local local redevelopment and housing law as areas in need of rehabilitation, which then authorizes and allows a redevelopment plan. So the owner of the property is interested in discussing with the township redevelopment concepts and what might go there. Under those statutes, we have the ability to require them to post an escrow deposit to cover the costs of our professionals' review of their concepts. So that's what this authorizes.
So this is about the additional cost, or is it the designation of individual?
No, it's already been designated. This does not approve any particular use. They deposit money into escrow, which we can then use to pay our professionals, our planner, our redevelopment attorney, to review and meet with them on what their concepts and what they'd like to do there.
And this was approved, I think it was 2019, I saw in the paperwork.
The designation occurred, yeah, it's probably 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago. The designation of it being a redevelopment plan.
Area need a rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation,
And the significance there, both rehabilitation and area need a redevelopment allow redevelopment plans, but an area in need of rehabilitation does not allow long-term tax exemption. So you can't get a pilot, as they call it. There is an ability potentially for a short-term 5-year tax abatement. None of that's been discussed on this property or not, but there is a distinction between rehabilitation and redevelopment.
Great. Thank you for answering the second question as well. Thanks.
Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Yes.
Baptani.
Yes.
Viera.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Klein is recused. Mayor Meinhardt.
Yes. Thank you.
Motion to open public comment.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the meeting is now open to the public portion on any subject with a 3-minute time limit.
Jennifer Kessler, still 44 Baker Road. At the earlier conference meeting, there was, oh. Okay. Can everyone hear me? At the earlier conference meeting, there was a closed session to discuss fair share housing 4th round, and I know that was subject to attorney-client privilege and anticipated litigation. Can you comment on what type of litigation and/or why litigation would be anticipated? And basically, are we not expected to participate in fair share housing? Are we expected to challenge it? Or are we expecting fair share housing to come back to Livingston and say we weren't cooperative enough?
Are you done? Because I don't want to use up all your time. So the 4th round of fair share housing is starting. And this governing body has to adopt its affordable number no later than January 31st. The state has put out an advisory number. The township can accept that number or can choose a lower number based on its planner's input. And, you know, there were certain criteria that DCA used, and our planners have gotten that criteria and have researched it and looked at the properties in which DCA included and didn't include as to what areas may or may not be buildable. The township will be adopting, pursuant to the statute, its affordable obligation no later than January 31st, and then we're then required to file what's called the declaratory judgment action. So what we were discussing is that number, and that number, if it's below the DCA number, is subject to challenge and litigation. And what parcels we include and not include in our number will also be part of the process. I can tell you that every member of this governing body certainly understands and supports affordable housing in a reasonable way, and there's no sidestepping our obligation. But we certainly want to provide our fair share, and not more than our fair share, but in line with what we're obligated to do. So the idea is we wanted to discuss and close, but it'll be fully, the resolution will obviously be provided to the public. It'll be voted on in public. Those properties which DCA included that we're excluding will be provided to the public, and our filing will also be provided to the public. But tonight was to discuss that in a closed manner, because obviously in the past, and we don't know, but developers and Fair Share Housing Corporation may or may not challenge what we file.
Are those potential properties, is that available now if we were to research it, not asking you to
So I
provide
can tell you that you could certainly Oprah DCA
Okay.
and get whatever they use to come up with our number, which was, however, by the end of the month, this governing body will have passed its number, and you will see that as part of our resolution and our declaratory judgment action that will be filed.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Justin Alpert, 56 Amherst Place. Would love it if you could lead the community in a conversation about what this council was not happy about in the third round. A number of areas where you said our hands are tied, we had a gun to our head. Perhaps you could lead the public conversation in, rather than just going into the fourth round blindly, how would you like to see the law changed? Can we have that conversation so we could start coordinating with other communities and going to Trenton and actually changing the law rather than just doing another fourth round here? As well, it's become apparent that the Appraisal Systems, Inc. model of property assessment is fundamentally broken. Looking at 457 South Livingston Avenue next to ShopRite, that property sold for $2 million. It was assessed, the real property was assessed at $250,000. You could ignore the improvement to the property because that was torn down. Sold for 8 times its assessed value. Do you know when we are supposed to raise the level of the assessment to meet reality? Because I don't know the answer to that. It should happen now. We've been off by 87.5%. The model is just broken. And when we are improving properties in this town, we want to be accounting for the appreciated value of the real property. We want to be accounting for where that goes, because if the developers are realizing grossly excessive returns, that's honestly money out of our pockets. That's money out of our pockets that we could be using, that we could be better recognizing in local banking and using towards building out the infrastructure that's necessary to support healthy growth. As well, we're planning 17-to-1 units there. As we're developing in the fourth round, we also need to think about jobs. If we're putting in 1,000 units, we need to think about 1,000 jobs in town, so we're not developing a commuter lifestyle, but we're actually developing here in Livingston a place where people can live and work and thrive. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Justin. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. We're going to go to the report of township officials and council members. Going forward, just for those who come and frequent us who come and visit us every other Monday, this week, everybody will have a few chance to speak, at least among the council members. After that, it'll be one person's turn going forward. 1 week will change every week, and they will speak for the entire council, to hopefully we can speed up the process a little bit. Ann, anything?
Nothing to report. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Adam?
Nothing to report.
Barry?
Nothing further.
Russ?
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jared?
Mayor, nothing tonight, thank you.
Okay. Karen?
Nothing from me, thank you.
All right. We'll go in order now. Councilman Anthony?
No, I'm good tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilman Vieira?
All good tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Lutani?
Yeah, I thought I will not have anything.
Yeah, look at that.
I guess I got my 30 seconds full then. First, of course, Happy New Year to everybody. I know we met at Reorg. It was a fantastic event. I was at one of our exemplary residents tribute, Joyce Gore, and again, remembering her, it was a very somber meet there. Always tough to lose our residents like that, but she had given amazingly to the town. A couple of quick notes on the events. January 20th, the MLK Day celebration. I hope to see most of our residents there, and winter celebrations on 17th. And looking forward to have meet the Council of League of Women Voters on 23rd. That's all, Mayor. I think it's 30 seconds. Thank you.
Well done. Deputy Mayor Klein.
I would just add, not to repeat anything, that'll be the mantra, no repeating, right? Just to say thanks to, a lot of the council went to Temple Beth Shalom's fundraising event for a comedy night, and we had a lot of fun, and I just want to say thanks for the invitation.
Great, thank you very much. Real quick, just a happy and healthy new year to everybody. Councilman Batani certainly did the few dates that are coming up the next, between now and our next meeting in 2 weeks. In addition to Temple Beth Shalom, I had the honor of presenting an Eagle Scout plaque on January 11th to John Harrell, so I wanted to just call him out, wish him congratulations to he and his family as well. And that is it for myself. May I have a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Motion to adjourn. Second?
All in favor?
Yeah.
Thank you.